Hi everyone. Today is day 5 of Be That Glitch challenge. So we're becoming. Make sure my hat is okay. We're becoming the glitch we want to see in the Matrix. So we are taking one small action every day for 7 days, with the hope that it will kind of strengthen our courage muscle and build self trust and get us kind of back on the path that is going to be one that's exciting to wake up to, and not just one that you tolerate, like a life that you absolutely are in love with every day. So today's challenge is about tuning into the body's wisdom. So the body has so much wisdom, and we are always, I talk about this in other videos, like we are always giving our power away. We always have an excuse. There's always some sort of excuse. It's always somebody else's problem. It's always somebody else's thing that they're doing to us, like that's being done unto us. And what we fail to do collectively is to kind of own our choices, even if they're the wrong ones. So, for an example, you may have drank 3 coffees in the morning because you're really tired. You didn't go to bed on time. So, you woke up, you drank 3 coffees just to get you through your morning routine. And on the way to work, maybe someone cuts in front of you. And meanwhile, you have the radio on because you forgot to download your Spotify playlist to your phone, and yeah, whatever. You ran out of data. I don't know. You're in a mess. You're in a pickle. You're late to work. You're over caffeinated. You've got horrible advertisements like blaring through, and then someone cuts you off. What are you gonna do? You're gonna flip out. You're gonna flip out on that person. And we've all done it. I've done it. I have road rage. But we're always like putting the blame on someone else and failing to realize, like, okay, if I had gone to bed earlier, if I hadn't stayed up for one more episode of whatever I'm binging, if I had prepared my coffee in the morning before or in the evening before, if I had only had 1 cup of coffee, if I had, yeah, downloaded my podcast, my relaxing podcast or my relaxing playlist, um, if I had gotten up a little earlier and done some stretches and meditated or whatever, the person cutting me off would not. I wouldn't be running late, first of all. So if someone cuts, like someone pulls in front of me, it's not going to be that big of a deal. I'm just going to put more space. I'm gonna, you know, maybe I'll say some words because I'm human, but I'm not going to overreact. I'm not going to scream. I'm not going to honk. I'm not going to flip my finger up. I am not going to go into the office and rant and rave about how drivers are crazy and how everyone's crazy out there. And I'm not going to spread the 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 sickness. Yeah, I'm going to ease into my day. Yeah. And things are going to happen. Things are always going to happen. It's not that if you're, perfectly caffeinated and like meditated, that bad things are not going to happen. Bad things are going to happen. You're going to get a flat tire, or you're going to get oil on your shirt, or you're going to spill that donut in the car, whatever. Things are going to happen. But if you are tuned in to your body's wisdom, they're not going to happen as it's not going to be like this cannon shooting off, or an explosion. It's going to be, your heart rate might raise a little bit, but it's going to come back down pretty quickly. Yeah. And the most important part is you're not going to spread that out for the rest of the day. You're not going to deem this day horrible just because you had a bad 5 minutes. Okay. So today's challenge is to tune into your body's wisdom. So this is everything that we consume. Everything we consume, our body gives us feedback on that. So yes, I'm talking about food, and yes, I'm talking about drinking, and any kind of substances that you take, whether it be um, prescribed medication, or you self-medicate, or you smoke weed, or uh, whatever it is that you do and why you do it. Um, Everything gives us feedback. And if we are present with feedback, and we don't judge it, because if you judge it, you're probably going to do the same thing over again because you're in this like shame loop. Look into Brene Brown if you want to learn more about shame. Um, the goal is not to judge yourself for having these behaviors. Your goal is just to take note. just to take note. That's it. It's like, okay, I had 3 cups of coffee. I'm really jittery right now. I feel really kind of sick to my stomach. And now my yeah, now like all my senses are heightened and I feel like it's easier for me to be angry right now. Just make note. Yeah. Okay. So maybe tomorrow I'm not gonna have 3 cups of coffee. Yeah. I'm gonna set an intention to do things differently. But that's not what we're doing right now. What we're doing right now is just paying attention. We're just observing. So for an entire day, or if you don't have it the entire day, if you just want to do it for like an hour, that's fine too. Grab a note in your phone. That's easy. Just so you don't have to dig out an old notebook or something. Just grab your phone, pull up a note, and just jot down. So anytime you consume anything today, a cigarette, put it down. How does your body feel when you're smoking? How does it feel after? Um, Talking to a very toxic coworker. How does it feel? Gossiping. How does it feel? Uh, Watching the news. How do you feel? A lot of people don't even pay attention to how they feel when they're watching the news. A lot of people probably feel very scared, very annoyed, or very angry when they watch the news, but they don't even realize it. They don't even realize it. Same thing with the TV shows you consume, TV shows, the movies you consume. If you're watching a lot of boom, boom, shoot 'em up movies, pay attention to how you feel. Like, pay attention, tune into your heart rate when you're watching these crazy scenes. Tune into how your head feels during and also after. Like, how is your sleep after you watch this horror movie? Um, yeah, and again, it's not to judge. It's not to judge, and don't tune into how other people are when they consume. Okay, that's another challenge for another, I don't know, another lifetime. Now it's just about tuning into you, tuning into how you feel. Um, I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah. If you have a bag of Skittles, how do you feel after that? How do you feel when you pull up to the parking lot of work? How do you feel when you pull up to the parking or to your house at the end of the day? How do you feel when you get into bed? Um, yeah. So again, no need to judge or shame yourself for these choices or for these feelings. This exercise is really just about tuning in and just listening to the feedback our body is constantly giving. Because again, the more that we do this, the stronger that voice becomes and the harder it is to ignore. So, if you're unhappy with maybe some of the choices you make when it comes to um, men, for instance, or for eating, but you just can't seem to stop the cycle, like the toxic cycle, instead of like looking at trying to stop the thing, just start tuning into how you feel when you're around certain people, when you're around certain kinds of food, or when you smell the food after you consume the food. So yeah, it's more of just like playing with this, like the feedback that you're already getting. It's just kind of like tuning into it. And again, the more that we tune into it, the easier it is to listen to it. So it becomes much harder to ignore. So like right now, I don't drink. I don't like to drink. Like, I used to be the one on the tables dancing, pouring shots into people's mouths, like buying the big jug of vodka plastic bottle in my college years. Alcohol was such a big part of my life for so long. I don't care about it at all. I don't. It's not that I don't have any like relationship with it. I just don't care about it. It doesn't give me anything. If occasionally I'll have a drink, I tend to get a headache and just like don't feel good. So I just like don't. So, but it didn't happen overnight. Yeah, it started to be like this thing where every time I would drink red wine, for example, I would feel inflamed. Like my bladder would feel inflamed. I would feel like red in my face. And I just started to like tune into these like kind of signals, this feedback my body was giving. And then it just became easier to make the choice. It was like, okay, I'm going to spend like $10 on a glass of wine that's going to make me feel like shit. No, I would rather like spend that on a kombucha tomorrow morning. I would just rather like, it became very easy for me to make that decision. So, and it didn't happen from me just like wanting to change and then one day magically changing it. It happened gradually. So that's what I encourage you to do, is just to kind of take this as like, yeah, just become curious with it. Like, just be curious about how your body responds to certain certain things. So, yes. And if you are interested, please, I would love for you to drop in the comments below um, what, yeah, just one thing that you consumed and how you felt. And then, yeah, we'll, yeah, check in tomorrow, day 6.